Get in on that. Tell me while I'm dripping beef fat all over that. This is perfectly cooked for you too, correct? So you get the crispy bread. Oh my God, I found the beef fat. We're at Rocco Steakhouse, the 57th Street location, which is their newer location. I'm here with Chef Dominic, and I'm here with Cons, my old buddy Captain Cons. And why we're here today is when you look at a menu at a steakhouse and you see something called dry aging, do you know what that means? I do, but you probably don't. So Chef Dominic's gonna, he's gonna go through the whole thing with us. So what are we doing right now?
So we're gonna walk into our sorting room and butcher's room. So as you walk in, beef will come in, cut here, sorted, and aged. So we'll see all the primal cuts first, and then we'll go through each one. So if you walk right in here, this is where the magic happens.
All right, so this is the beef library.
Beef library, very organized and sterile. We control the humidity and the flow of air, so everything ages healthily. On this side, you have short loins, commonly referred to as a porterhouse. So you have your filet mignon, your New York strip. These will be cut down into your porterhouses. So on this right side wall, you have all the same. You'll see the dates when they are come in before they're fabricated. That's just marked to keep track of how long they're in here. As they're rotated in, you can see the different colors and the actual drying of the beef. These all primals came in today. These are dated 422. These are what we considered fresh beef, but doesn't have the same texture or the same funk as the blue cheese. We're developing a blue cheese flavor.
Yeah, so Chef, there is no smell in here. Like so one of the things that you have to do you could try to dry age beef at home, but you need the perfect temperature and the perfect humidity. So you're probably not gonna be able to do it at home.
No, humidity and airflow are your best. Temperature is the same. Bacteria grows between 40 and 140, so it has to be below 40, but not freezing at 32. What you don't do is have humidity control. If you don't have a dry room, it becomes tacky. You can feel it. Fresh beef compared to this, and if it's sticky and tacky, it's too moist. Right. And you're actually rotting beef. You're not dry aging anything.
So the reason that we dry age beef is to concentrate the flavor of the actual meat beyond where we have this funk, this essential rot, right? So inside here, as this starts to harden up, the meat inside, it's going to concentrate that flavor, and you're going to get, for lack of a better term, more of a gaminess, more of a beefiness than you would if you just got it right off the cow.
Exactly. Okay. Both are very, very high quality beef. We source ours from Nebraska.
Okay.
But yes, not only do you remove the water weight, which intensifies the flavor, you also break down intermuscular fat.
Okay.
So you tenderize it. The bacteria breaks down the intermuscular fat, and it not only becomes more tender, but reaction of the bacteria is actually where you get the funkiness. And then the concentration of beef flavor, as you spoke, is removing of the water.
So would you say that non-aged beef is for the ranch dressing crowd, but we have the aged beef is for the blue cheese lovers? This looks fucking disgusting. Manoli, can you get in there? Like, so this does look fucking rotted. This would be something that I would normally
and it
throw
does.
out.
This will end up in the trash. That's why you'll see a lot of people don't dry age themselves anymore, because of the cost. So all this will be cut down and discarded. That's why I'm saying it's okay to touch it now, because this will go in the trash, and then the inside is the gold. So this is about halfway through.
Okay.
This is 3 weeks, and then up here is what we're cutting this week. This came in 325. This will get us to Friday. So these are ready to go. These came in today, so it's just a constant rotation. So these are almost stone. This is hard, but still soft. This is ready to go.
Excellent.
So from here to here, we've lost about 30% of weight. So I pay for water, and then it evaporates, and then the money goes with it.
Well, you mentioned money when we were upstairs. How much is in here right now?
I'd say about $10,000 every row. So that's $50,000 wall to wall.
You mentioned you get all your meat from Nebraska. Now, is that a thing like, I like my grapes from California versus Washington? Why Nebraska and not Texas, not Oklahoma?
So the company is actually called Nebraska, but they source from Nebraska. Long as it's American Black Angus, we're happy.
Okay.
It has to be Black Angus. It's just the company that sources us through Buckhead Beef, they use Nebraska beef.
Okay. So regardless of location, if it's Black Angus,
it tastes
the same.
Prime.
Okay.
So you have select, choice, high choice, prime. Prime is the and then you get to the Wagyu level, which some people say you shouldn't dry age Wagyu just because you're taking out all the flavor. You're intensifying. It's already intense flavor. To intensify that, we call that ego aging.
All right, so I am dying to grab one of these expensive cuts,
well,
trim away all of the fucking rot, and I want to put it on and I want to taste these things. Is that too much to ask?
Not at all.
All right,
so
let's do this.
You want to pick one out? And
I do.
You grab it.
I'd like to get the...
Put you to work.
I mean, they all look delicious.
But they don't. Like they don't,
do. I
like
think
they
they do.
don't look delicious. They look like a very good piece of jerky right now.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's like hitting a turtle shell, for Christ's sake. And so we're gonna get inside of this. We're gonna trim this away. When I say we, not me. And on the inside, we're gonna get a rich piece of steak, like nothing else that you put in your mouth or that you can get at home. I'm gonna take this one because it's big and ugly like me. Can I just grab it?
Yeah, put it up.
Perfect, thanks.
That's how we do
Cons,
it.
you got that?
You're gonna bring it down. You're gonna put it on the sorting table here.
I mean, look at that. Look at that.
Right?
Wow.
Would you say that my meat steak brings all the boys to the yard? Damn right.
So go ahead and put it on this sorting table.
So you got your bandsaw there to cut into
Cut into it.
steaks, but this is gonna trim, right? Oh, we trim with the saw?
Yeah.
All right, so we're out of the aging room. We're onto the table with this short loin. So this will be trimmed by the butcher that they have in-house. Then it'll be cut into steaks, be cooked and served. We're not gonna trim off this because neither of us are butchers, and neither is Dom, he's a chef. But we are gonna cut this into steaks just so you can see the difference between this hard rot that we have on the outside and what's inside, which is the golden part of this whole process.
All right. Hold your hats.
So a simple pass through, and there you are. There's the gold. There's the gold.
Look at that.
There it is. So all this outer muscular fat that we've been aging and reducing the water content will be removed. So this is your New York. This is your filet mignon dry aged. And you'll see how much fat that we've rendered down, but still have to remove.
Right.
So this is where the process becomes an art. So this is what you have your T-bone, where the fillet is still here, but that's what we're going to remove off. So all that age and all that flavor is concentrated in this.
Okay.
And the rest is a byproduct. So
Perfect.
go upstairs and eat some meat.
What got you into business?
My dad was always cooking at home, and then I went to school for the hospitality degree. I wanted to run restaurants, and then I just always found myself in the kitchen. So after my hospitality school, I went to culinary school. Now this is actually leads us back into the kitchen if you want to fit, instead of going through the dining room. Jose, what was that? So like this is
That's a lot of meat.
a better idea of the porterhouse that we just cut.
Perfect.
You actually want to cook it?
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. Let him push out this food real quick, and then if you want to cook it, absolutely.
Leave it to Large to just insert himself where he may or may not be welcome. But nevertheless, he's going to cook our steaks.
And you can pick the steak you want.
Absolutely. Con, since I'm cooking it, why don't you pick it?
All right. Right there.
That's your one?
Yeah.
Got it.
Slap it on that table right there. Get the salt it up, don't be shy.
Now, what are we running at? 1,000 degrees here? Really? Yeah. Oh, expertly, I placed that down. But literally, is this 1,000 degrees?
Inside, yeah, up to more than that, depending on what he has to turn it up to and what he's cooking at the time. But it can get up to 1,200. It's a plasma broiler, so it cooks. If you go underneath and look,
I don't know Gordo, but I can tell he doesn't trust me. You getting that feeling? This guy does not trust me. Now, where are we going with this? We going medium rare? We going to
so you're not. So at this high temperature, you'll burn the outside before you cook the inside. So what you're going to do is you're going to char it.
Okay.
You're going to slice it, and then you're going to cook it in beef fat. EK is our man that runs the outside of the kitchen. He'll serve it to you with the sizzle.
Perfect.
It'll come on an extremely hot sizzling plate. We have our own little presentation, the Rocco way.
So it's an old school New York vibe steakhouse that I've gone to a million times throughout, but you guys are doing it very well in a place now, 2 locations. And this one seems ideal for the old Wall Street crowd that I was with, kind of in Midtown. And then downtown, closer to the office, you'll get like a different crowd, right? I mean,
Yes, we get the finance guys that come in, they watch the game. We got TVs in the private room.
Right.
We got them at the bar, so they'll have a steak, watch the game, drink their martinis.
oh, look at this. See, that's what you're talking about. We leave that thing any longer, we're just gonna take over the rest of the steak, but look at that right now. By the way, do you see how I said I was gonna do all the cooking and Gordo's like,
So
"Get the
Gordo will
fuck
cut
away
it.
from me."
He'll cut it and show you how to plate it with the fat.
Oh. So now, still, it's so well cooked on the outside, arguably too rare in the middle.
Look at the presentation, too.
Are you going to get a little bang for your buck? We never give you the porterhouse. We'll fill it as well.
Oh,
So you
wow.
get 10.
Oh,
You'll get 10 pieces of sirloin and 3 of filet mignon. So.
Oh, I like this hack.
That's the
Are you out of your fucking
differentiator.
mind,
Yes.
Gordo?
So you get 10 slices
Made
and
my
then 3.
goddamn day.
So you get 13 every time. So this is a porterhouse for 2, our signature cut.
Now
So
we're coming in right with the tallow, right?
tallow. Oh, look at you with your popular
Why the
vernacular.
hell wouldn't we?
50-50.
This is
50% tallow, 50% clarified butter, just to increase the smoke point.
Sure. And now this goes right in. Am I putting this back
Yeah.
in? Yes. This guy he's a technician. Knows where everything is and knows exactly how done they are. If this was anybody else in the world but Gordo, I would have stolen this lamb chop. But I have so much respect for this man that I wouldn't dare. Plus, he hasn't turned around for long enough.
Beautiful porterhouse.
Oh, there we go.
This side is the filet, this side is the sirloin. Now time for the healthy stuff.
There it is. There's your beef fat. Look how deep of a color that is.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
As opposed to like pink or like a light
you don't
red.
see a color like that too often.
All right, so this is our dry-aged porterhouse.
Cabernet.
Oh,
Thank you,
fantastic.
sir.
Open
Thank
the
you.
palate for the steak a little bit.
How did you know? All right, so this is going to be, you tell me how that's cooked for you. Get in on that. You tell me while I'm dripping beef fat all over that. I'll go first. That's perfect. That's perfect.
I
would tell you.
Can we order another one already?
Yeah, exactly. We'll do 2 to go.
Yeah, we'll do 2.
I will tell you right now that if you bought the greatest steak that you could from your butcher, go home, throw it on your grill, cook it absolutely perfectly to temp to where it looks just like this, I guarantee you don't get the beefy flavor that I'm getting off of this. I don't like going places where I order a steak and it doesn't taste like steak. This looks like I was just riding a cow to this restaurant and before I got off, I bit it right on its side. This is an excellent, and look at that. That's a perfect cook on that.
Good char on the
Yeah,
outside
and then
too.
look, I accidentally dropped it back into the beef fat
no.
clarified butter mixture.
Oh no, look
Right?
at that.
Accidents happen. So I say it, you gotta try this. And get in on that right now. Take a hit off of that. Isn't that fantastic? It's good, right? There are places that don't dry age their steaks, and there's no crime to that. But if you there are places that dry age their steaks and they either dry age them too long or not enough. If you want a steak that is perfectly cooked and perfectly aged, you got to find a place like Rocco's. I've already found Rocco's for you, but you have to find a place like this, and it changes your experience every time you put a piece of steak into your mouth.
Is it gonna be rude if I put more on my plate?
Absolutely not. Well, I'm still wearing the goddamn rubber gloves. I haven't tried the wine yet. Contractually obligated.
Or
Right.
the wine corn. The wine corn always makes it.
Just because it's a little bit cold for me. So by doing this, my body temperature will take like 2 degrees off of the glass, and then it's perfect. And the best part about it is when you remove it, you can't even tell that I even did it. It's like it never happened. So I've done this so many times, right, throughout my career. When you're doing it 5 days a week, it gets old. It does, it gets old. Since I've left Wall Street and I don't do it as often, every time I come back to a place like this, a place exactly like Rocco's,
Yeah.
I have a fond memory of when I used to do it a lot, and I'm dying to do it again. As opposed to being like, Jesus, another steakhouse.
You regain that appreciation that you
Yeah.
would have once had.
Right. I salted this thing beforehand. We haven't touched salt since. And that's me. I'm a saltaholic, the silent killer sodium. But this is absolutely perfect. Chef, this is a wonderful piece of meat, aged perfectly and cooked to perfection.
Glad you got to see the whole process from day 1 to day 30, 35.
And I will tell you too, I don't abide by the rules that you can't have red wine with fish or you know what. But if you were to pair like a very light, drinkable white wine with it, it doesn't go. This is a call for those steakhouse wines
You want
that,
a big red.
yeah, you need something big to kind of tackle
Approved,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Overheard you.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
okay.
Yeah.
Crispy bread.
Oh, the crispy bread. Look at that. So you get the crispy bread. Oh my God, it fell in the beef fat again.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ.
Save it!
Yeah.
Save it!
And I'll tell you, oh, look what I just did. Look what I'm about to do.
Look what you made me do.
And this is it. It's dry aged beef with me and Cons at Rocco Steakhouse. I'm going to destroy the rest of this porterhouse with you, and then we'll go right into the next episode of You Gotta Try This with my special co-host, Captain Cons.